we're in the new D-Max, and we're just going to head down in first gear and just let the vehicle just take us down, taking our feet off of everything. Gently through the water. We don't want to create too much of a bow wave in the front of it.
No, we won't. We won't. It's going on live, Holly, so relax. We'll talk about a bit about you as well then.
Oh, no.
So we're doing the full thing, yeah, Holly. So don't relax. It won't be edited. So even this is going to be on there. So how did you get into the off-road driving then, Holly?
Off-road was a spin-off of the rallying that I did. So getting involved with anything to do with cars really was what I like to do.
You're born a petrol head.
I suppose I am.
And where did that start from? Let's go right back. Where did the love of
go right
motorsport?
Back? Well, I only found out recently because I didn't think I had a family background in cars or motorsport or anything at all. And it turns out that in my family history, that 2 generations before, they were coach makers and coach painters and coachmen and so actually I guess there is something in the blood.
And clearly the readers won't appreciate it. They'll see all the camera shaking, but actually it is shaking like mad in the car.
Going over some quite bumpy ground, and it's handling it quite smoothly.
So you've got motorsport in your blood, but you said you came to it relatively late and not aware of that fact initially, the family history.
No, not at all. I joined a motor club and I got involved as a navigator to start off with, and learned a bit about it, and then I thought that it was something that I would be able to have a go at myself. So I got myself a car and I did some sprints and some autocross, and I seemed to do pretty okay. And wanted to do a full championship. Obviously money in motorsport is always a problem. So needed to get a sponsorship in. Wasn't quite sure how to do that, and in some respects it was a bit of determination came about because I got myself a co-driver that became a boyfriend, and sadly he got killed in a car accident. And then after moping about for about 6 months, I then decided I needed to get on and do it properly. So I put together an all-girls team and full female mechanics, and I did British Championships sponsored by British Legwear.
Oh my gosh!
Pretty Polly were great sponsors, and yeah, I had a great time doing that.
And how long did you do that for, and what were you driving?
First year I had an MG ZR, which was a bit worrying at the start of, because my car, as I believe, is the last car to come out of Longbridge before they shut the gate. And we didn't know whether the auditors were going to pull it back, but they allowed us to run with it. And then the second year I built a Clio.
You built a Clio?
I built a Clio, yeah.
As you do?
Of course, of course. I found left-hand drive Clio, stripped it out, and then with the help of Sellers Engineering, very, very good company, put together the car and went to do it for a second year. But sadly that second year was cut short in the championship.
Was that because of lack of sponsorship or something dreadful with the car, or?
It was a combination of things really. I've had a lot of bereavement in the last 3 or 4 years, which has slowed things down, but business out, so hopefully by the end of the year I'll be able to get another deal and go and do something else. I fancy doing some off-roading, perhaps a safari event of some sort. There's a Moroccan rally that I like the look of, and it's
Paris Dakar?
well, this is the thing. Now it's not that, it's the Rallyation des Gazelles. I better pronounce that wrong, but it's an all-female event, and there's never been an English crew before, so I thought I might try and change that. So maybe I can get a deal with a company to showcase their off-road vehicle. We'll see.
Is there any budding female racing drivers or navigators or mechanics out there? How do they get into it? Is it very expensive? I'd imagine it is.
It's difficult. It's obviously it's going to cost to a certain degree, but there's a lot of privateers that would like volunteers. So if you want to get in as a volunteer, but then if you want to make a career about it, then I think it's like any job. But you have to be willing to sort of put some time in, learn the ropes as maybe volunteering, and until you know enough to allow yourself to get a paid job. And I've done that in a lot of respects actually. I think that's the thing, that to get a job these days you need to show a bit more initiative, you know, because there's so many other people that are fighting for jobs.
Yes, exactly.
But if you're that keen and you've been willing to sort of volunteer a bit for it to learn the ropes, then this hopefully will then transpire into something more permanent and paid.
And so in addition to the rallying that we've just been a little time, and we've only probably scratched the surface there, but you also now do testing out for various car manufacturers.
I do. I taught rally experiences at Brands Hatch for a number of years and also at Silverstone. But through that, it's branched out into doing car manufacturing work, which is great. I love it, and learning about new technology. There's so much new technology that's coming to cars, and yeah, I've got lots of ideas of how to help people understand it, to make it easier for them to understand what's happening to their car, and why the safety features that a lot of them now possess can help them in their driving.
And we're in the new D-Max today from Isuzu, which has been launched in June, goes on general release at the end of the month. Did you want to talk about some of them safety features now and time? This is probably an ideal one since we've got a sheer drop at the end of it.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go down in first gear. We're just going to go off and take our feet off of everything and just let the vehicle do everything.
And that is totally counterintuitive, isn't it? You know, most people would want to cover the brake or control the car with the clutch.
Yeah, you can cover the brake, but there's really no need. The engine braking will keep us nice and steady, and the last thing you want to do though is dip the clutch.
As I found out earlier on. So, for the benefit of readers, thankfully I didn't tape it, but I decided to dip the clutch on a steep hill and got down a bit faster than I dared imagine. Made for exciting driving then.
So all we can do is fly at the minute. Nice steep inclines to test it out on.
And this track has been purposely built for the launch of the Isuzu D-Max?
Not really, to be honest. This is a working quarry.
Right.
And, so we're showing it in an environment that's that maybe people would want to use the vehicle for if they're in that sort of industry, but just really to sort of show the extremes to, I suppose, that it's capable of. But we're ploughing through bits that yesterday the digger got stuck in, and as long as we keep moving forward, then the vehicle's handling it very well.
So you said just a few moments ago that you'd like to get people who are not necessarily technically minded what actually the technology is contained within the vehicle. Did you want to talk about some of the technical aspects potentially of the D-Max, or is that outside your remit?
We're going to go up to there's an incline we're coming up to, and it's got an anti-stall system on it, so it keeps the revs up on the vehicle so that we can just trundle up without our feet being on anything, and it will negotiate the hill for us.
And the hill is called Viper Hill. It does bite.
Not today, it won't.
Today it won't, and particularly in the hands of Holly, it certainly won't.
So what we're doing, we're just going up in first gear.
And literally all you can see is blue sky at the end of here.
Everything.
And there's no gas, nothing. The car is literally in first gear. Holly is relaxing. She's getting a magazine out.
That long. And there we go.
And we're at the summit. And that was quite a steep gradient. What did you say that was roughly? It's about 40 degrees at least, wasn't it? More than that?
I'm no mathematician, but...
Neither am I. So, but this car can also tilt to something at a 49 degree angle when it's stationary.
Yes. Yeah, it's got a very low centre of gravity.
And we'll be putting that to the test on the video in a moment. And this is it, because that is where we are heading. You can't really see it on the camera, but it is literally a sheer drop.
And this is where you dip the clutch, and it came down rather quickly.
Yeah, I've already reached the speed record for coming down here this morning, which would have been a great record if that was what we were aiming for. But here's the Maverick tilt, and the angle. I'm going to try and keep this camera level to show the sheer angle of the car, and this is demonstrating.
Just be careful not to slide off your seat.
Yes.
But we've got the grab rails inside the car, so that's fine.
And another steep incline, which again, Holly's coming off the gas. The sky is the limit, and we're heading there. A nice gentle hill, relatively speaking. So do a tight lock to the right. You can hear the power of the 2.5 litre diesel engine. Another drop down, and again Holly comes off of everything here, and you can hear quite clearly on the video, you'll hear the engine braking and revving.
It's a twin turbo engine as well, so it's got nice smooth acceleration. It's got a lot of power throughout the whole range during gears. And particularly cruising on the motorway around it, very, very smooth. The faster you get, the smoother it seems to get.
Well, on the way here we were cruising at in the outside lane at about 80 miles an hour into 6th gear, ticking over at about 1,500 revs, and it's quite a very smooth car actually. A bit different than unfortunately there was no video of the Great Wall, but readers will see that we recently tested the Great Wall as well, car immediately previous to this launch.
What is helpful to it is they've reconfigured how they do the leaf springs at the back, so that makes everything a lot smoother.
Holly's now, we're going through there about 20 miles an hour. You can the camera shake really does illustrate, although the road looks smooth, it's actually very lumpy. But the D-Max suspension has coped with that really well, and in fact Holly's still maintaining about the 20 miles an hour. We're branching off now for the water push, or as it's called, as you can see, the Cougar Wade. sure that's pumping out more water now.
Yeah, it's a bit more of a jet.
It is. This is the canal ride, which is where Holly comes off of literally everything and lets the car take itself. So, but it's also a good video when that one clears in front. Will create a small bow wave, and that's how we're all taught to drive in flood conditions.
Just keeping it steady because you don't want to get the water inside the engine. Particularly air intake, and that's where I think people do have a lot of problems when they go into water, that they go in too quickly and ends up getting water into the air intake and just sucks it into the engine.
You can hear the water sloshing underneath the undercarriage of the car, and quite clearly on the video now you can see the bow wave which is being created. And as Holly said, this is a working quarry, and as if to prove the point, here are some guys digging out rock that you'll just make.
It's not to show they are actually working.
This is a working quarry.
We've got some axle twisters to go over here. I've got it in seconds and just come off everything and just let it do its own thing.
You can see Holly's hands there.
I'm going to loosen my grip slightly, just let it find its way, but it's going to come out. There we go, we'll start heading back now.
Excellent, and that really is about the end of the drive.
Coffee, really?
I think so, and then we're driving off to some wonderful location apparently for lunch.
I'm pleased with too.
Can't wait. So that's it from this particular video, so I hope you enjoyed watching. And from Holly and myself, and that is Holly, woohoo, Holly, cheerio, bye.